Hi, this is Chloe. Welcome to Studio Fondue Online. I'm going to be taking you through a 40-minute total form class today. We will be working through the entire body, and the two props I'm going to be using today is one block and one dumbbell for some unilateral work. However, if you don't have the dumbbell, you can do the whole exercises without the dumbbell, maybe just body weight. Even if you have ankle weights, you can pop those ankle weights around the wrist today. Let's get started. We're gonna come onto our backs. We will start with a little bit of core work. So when you're ready, we're gonna be using just that block to begin. Take your weight all the way down onto your backs, bringing that block in between the thighs. Now see where I've kind of placed it a little bit higher up along the thighs towards that pubic bone rather than down towards the knees. I really want us to place it a little bit higher today so we can really get into those inner thighs. When you're ready, rolling onto the backs, interlacing those hands behind the head, cradling the base of the skull, thumbs travel down the top of the neckline, and then we're just going to slide those elbows into the corner of the eyes. Take a nice big inhale breath here, keeping the head nice and heavy as you exhale, start to pick up the head and shoulders, curling on up into your ab curl. Inhale, slowly release bone by bone all the way down. Let's go for a few more there. Exhale, curling on up. Inhale, releasing bone by bone, nice and slow with control. Inhale, exhale. Good. Let's go for another few here. What I want you to focus on in these ab curls is thinking about keeping that gap between your chin and your chest. So imagine you've got an orange wedge between there. As you're lifting up, you're not tucking the chin into the orange and squashing it, and you're not allowing it to roll out. So you're keeping the back of the neck nice and long the whole time. Good. Last two. Good. Last one. Can you exhale, curl all the way up, hold? You should be feeling that connection of the center of the rib cage reaching towards that pubic bone as you float those legs into tabletop. Good. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, folding ribs towards hips. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, curling up. Shh. Good. We're going to add on. Next time you curl up, you're going to give me a big squeeze of the thighs into that block. Good. Inhale, gently release the squeeze, release the spine. Exhale, curling on up, squeezing thighs into block. Inhale, lowering down. I'm already starting to feel that heat building through my center, and I'm really starting to feel that engagement of the block into the inner thighs. You have another three here, then we're gonna add on. By adding that squeeze into the block, you're gonna start to connect a lot more into your pelvic floor area, helping keeping that nice, strong pelvis nice and stable. Shh. We're going to add on. You're going to inhale, lower all the way down. As you exhale, you're going to curl up, squeeze that ball. Now we're going to keep the tension through the upper abdominals, keep folding the ribs towards the hips. Lower back is down. You're going to inhale, start to send your toes away from you. Keeping the lower back down. Exhale, pick those thighs back in line with the knees in line with the hips. Inhale, lower all the way back down. Exhale, curl up. Shh. Hold. Inhale, still squeezing the block. We lower the toes down. Exhale, still squeezing the block. We lift the legs back up. Good. We're moving the legs from the hips. So we're finding that movement, releasing from the hips, pulling back up from the hips. Good. If this is too much and you're coming on up and then you're lowering the toes down and you feel your lower back overarching as you lower the toes down, you don't have to go too far away. If you're feeling that happen, you're going to exhale, curl up. You can just send your toes away, thighs away like a couple of inches and pull back in. So just working a range that works for you. We have another three. Exhale. Shh. Inhale. Exhale. Shh. Good. Inhale, lower. Exhale, curl up. Squeeze block. Inhale, lower toes. Exhale, pick up. Last one. Inhale, lower. Exhale, curl up. And hold. Make sure your head is still heavy in your hands. You've got that gap between the chin and the chest. You're squeezing that block. We're just going to work through those toes lowers. Inhale, lower. Feel the stretch. The abs want to separate. Exhale, use the core to keep the ribs in and down. Inhale, lower. Exhale, pick it up. Shh. Last four. Inhale. Exhale. Shh. Good. Last three. Inhale. Exhale. My ribs are constantly sliding towards those hips. Last two. Exhale. Last one, inhale, exhale. Good. Inhale, lower the head down. Exhale, pick the head back up. We're squeezing in and out on that block, keeping those shoulders curling away for 6. Can you curl the shoulders any higher for 5? Eye gazes past those toes for 4. For 3. For 2, core's on fire, and 1, hold. Release your arms long, hands face down, palms in line with those knees. You're gonna give me those little pulses now coming up and up, like you're opening and closing that gap from ribs to hips. Good, gazing forward past those toes. My upper abs are on fire. My inner thighs are fully engaged for 6, for 5, last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower all the way down. Oh my gosh, my core is on fire. Let's do a little bit more here. We're gonna work a little bit more into the obliques. You're gonna grab a hold of your block. Now, depending on your range here, we want the knee to land in line with the hip, and we want that to stay there as we bring the block across. So if that block is long ways, it's gonna be less range, making it easier. Mid-range, you have to pick up that right shoulder even more to hold it there. Good, but what we don't wanna see is the knee pulling into the chest. So find that range there, bring the elbow across. That left hand is coming behind the head and the block is pushing into the left thigh. You're floating your right leg into tabletop. You're gonna take an inhale, send your right leg long. Exhale, squeeze it back in. Good. Inhale, send the right leg long. Exhale, pull it back in. Good. So in an isometric hold with this rotation, those left obliques are working hard with that right shoulder staying up and over. Good. Let's go for another 5 here. Inhale, we stretch. Exhale, we pull in. Inhale, we stretch. Exhale, we pull in. Can you pull that thigh into the elbow with the block? Can you push the elbow into the thigh with the block? Last 2. Good. Last 1. We're going to hold that leg long. We're going to point the toe. We're going to see if we can lift that left shoulder away from the mat too. We're going to float the leg up. Inhale. We're going to flex the foot, lower down. Inhale, point, we float up. Exhale, lower down. Last 5. Inhale. Exhale. Shh. Inhale, try and crush that block. Exhale. Good. Last 2. Inhale. Exhale. Shh. Last 1. Inhale. Exhale. You're going to land that right foot onto the floor. Really press down through the heel. The block is going to come into your hands. You're reaching the block past that left hip, and then you're going to lift up nice and high, opening and closing the gap between that right rib and the left hip. Stay long. Little pulses here. We have another 8. Shh. Another 7. Good. Last 6. Press into that right heel. Pelvis is nice and stable for 4. Good. Little higher for 3. Slowly moving here for 2. Hold it at the top. Fast pulses up, 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 up. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my gosh. Right obliques. We're really feeling that there. Whew. Let's find balance and do the other side. So, floating that right leg into tabletop. Nice straight line through the horizontal line through the thigh bone, knee to hip. Bringing the block to that right thigh. Bring that left elbow across. Hands come behind the head. Good. Float your left leg to tabletop. Inhale, slide the left leg away. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale, slide left leg away. Exhale, pull it in. Good. We're here for another 6. Shh. Here for another 5. Good. Keep pushing that elbow into the block. Keep pulling that block into the thigh. You know what I mean. We're trying to squash the block. Thigh pulling in, elbow pushing in. Last 2. Good. Last 1. Hold. Keep the leg long. Point the toe. Inhale, lift the leg up. Exhale, flex the foot lower down. Inhale, point, lift. Exhale, flex lower. Good. We're here for another 4. Shh. We're here for another 3. Beautiful. Last 2. Can we pick up that right shoulder as well? Last 1. Lower the heel all the way to the floor. Bring the block into your hands long ways. Reaching across, opening and closing the gap. Left rib cage, right hip. Left rib cage, right hip. Press the left heel down. Keep that left hip nice and low. We're moving slow motion here for 5. Shh. Releasing slow for 4. All the way up and over. Last 3. Good. Last 2. Hold it up and over. Mini pulses. Up, up, up. Fast. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oof. Left side is feeling just as fired up now as that right side. Nice work. Okay, let's move on. We're going to come into some bridge work. We won't be using the block for the first little bit, but we will be when we come into our single leg straight after. So it's probably handy if you are using the dumbbell to just place it close to you. That block is coming back in between those inner thighs. Arms are coming long down by your side. Head is heavy. Roll the shoulder blades back and down and spread the collarbones. Keep the feet hip distance apart, all 10 toes facing forward. Find a neutral spine here, soft gap between the lower back and the mat. Take an inhale. Exhale, tuck your pelvis under, press through those heels, start to lift your hips up. Finding a full tucking under of the pelvis at the top. Ribs are compressed through that center line and hips are pulling up towards those ribs. Inhale, slowly melt down bone by bone. Good. Exhale, we tuck under, imprint lower back. Lead with pubic bone, push knees forward, squeeze glutes, hold. Inhale, slowly release all the way back down. Good. Let's go for another 3 here, finding our spinal articulation. Making sure we're finding that end range at the top, maximum squeeze and load into the glutes. Last 2. Inhale, peeling bone by bone away. Releasing pelvis back to neutral. Last one, tucking under, coming all the way up and hold. Good. From here, you're going to release the pelvis an inch. Exhale, squeeze and lift. Inhale, release an inch. Exhale, squeeze and lift. Good. My inner thighs are switched on to hold that block in place. My glutes are working hard here to lift and lower the pelvis. I'm pressing down into the heels, and my hip bones are hopefully moving in line with each other as we move through space here. Good. Let's go for another 6. Just starting to invite a little bit more heat into that lower body. Transverse abdominals are getting worked here too, those deeper core. Last 3. Good. Last 2. Good. Last 1. Hold at the top. We're squeezing that block as hard as we can. Hold. Inhale, release the squeeze. Exhale, squeeze the block as hard as you can. Inhale, release. Can we squeeze? Exhale, hold. 1, 2. Inhale, release. Exhale, squeeze, hold. 1, 2, inhale, release. Good. Can you make sure the ribs aren't flaring here? Can you make sure you're still tucking pelvis under? Your glutes should really be feeling this. Inner thighs should be feeling this. We go for another 4. Slow pulses with that hold. Last 3. Good. Last 2. Last 1. Squeeze the block as hard as you can. Back to fast pulses up. And up to finish. 8, 7, 6. Squeeze that block for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come all the way back down. Take the block out. Hug those knees into the chest. Nice work. Okay, let's move on to our single leg work. So you're going to bring the block underneath the right foot. Good. And then the right hand is going to have the dumbbell. Left foot is just on the floor next to that right foot. From here, you're going to push through both feet. Lift the hips up nice and high. Reach that right arm to the sky. Good. You're going to inhale. Tap the bum down. Drop your elbow towards the floor. Forearm is still lifted. Exhale, we lift. Adding on. Inhale, we lower down. Exhale, we lift up. We transfer the weight into the left leg. Good. We keep the left leg in tabletop. Inhale, tap the bum down, release the back of the arm. Exhale, press up. Good. Inhale, keeping the hips level. Exhale, press your foot into the block, squeeze that right butt cheek lift. Good. I want you to think about lifting from the base of that right butt cheek line, and as your hips come up, thinking about shortening the gap between the top of the thigh and the underneath of the butt cheek on that right side. Adding on, exhale, coming up, shorten that gap, hold. Inhale, send your left leg long. Exhale, pull it back to tabletop. Inhale, reset the spine. Exhale, push up. Hold that connection through that right glute as you send the left leg long. Pull it back in and lower back down. Let's go for 2 more there. Exhale. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, pull in. Inhale, tap it down. Adding on some movement with the right arm. Exhale, push up. This time as you send the left leg long, you're going to laterally lower that right arm to the side. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale, tap it down. Good, we've got a few more there. Exhale, lift. Inhale, open, lengthen. Exhale, pull it through center. Inhale, lower down. Ooh, my right hamstring and my right glute. It's really starting to feel this. I like it. Last two. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lengthen, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, drop. Fiery. Exhale, lift. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Stay here. Inhale, lengthen and open. Exhale, close. Try and get your hips nice and level. Your core's working hard here to find that balance. Good. Keep pressing into that right heel. Keep lifting from the base of that butt cheek. Keep squeezing through the back of the thigh. Last three. Shh. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Two. Oh my God. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. One. Hold. Can you lengthen the left leg to the sky? Can you find little pulses here from the base of that right butt cheek for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold at the top. Isometric hold. Squeeze and lift. Square hips off. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my gosh. Give that right leg a nice little shake out. Well done. Okay, we are coming up. We're coming into a standing series. So that right foot is still going to stay on the block. We're going to place the block onto the floor at the top of the mat, long ways. You're going to bring that dumbbell with you, still in the right hand. Okay, when you are ready, we are stepping that right foot up on to the block. Your left leg is going to go long behind you, okay? Make sure your pelvis is in neutral, hip bones in line. Left hand can come to your left. Left hand, left hip, right hand down by your side. We're going to start off with a 90-90 lunge. So tuck the pelvis under, rib to hip connection, back heel is elevated. You're going to bend into the back knee, come down into your 90-90 lunge. We're aiming for 2 90-degree angles through the legs, horizontal line through your right thigh, vertical line through your left thigh. Exhale, push through that right heel, stand up. Inhale, imagine you're sliding your back down a wall. Exhale, coming up. So we're not finding hip hinge yet. You're imagining that back is coming up and down an imaginary wall. Good. Next time you come down, you're going to come to a frontal raise with that right arm. Exhale, stand up. Good. Inhale, sliding down. Exhale, standing up. You're going to start to feel some heat through that left quad. Good. And you really want to think about keeping those ribs in. Let's go for another 4. Moving slow and controlled with breath. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Shh. Only lifting that dumbbell enough so there's a straight flat line through the arm. Good. Getting some work into the bicep, getting some work into that delt. Good. Let's add on. Inhale, come down. Exhale, extend your back leg, drop your weight down so your wrist is in line with your shoulder. From here, back leg is long, you're leaning your torso forward, pulling the belly in and pressing into that right heel. Inhale, drop the back knee. Find your frontal raise. Exhale, extend your back leg, lean that torso weight forward. Inhale, we sit 90-90. Exhale, we extend, lean forward. We're adding on. Inhale, sit, 90-90. Exhale, extend, lean forward, hold. Inhale, open that right arm laterally to the side. Exhale, drop. Inhale, sit back and down. Exhale, extend, lean forward. Inhale, open the right arm. Exhale, close. Inhale, sit back and down, frontal raise. Exhale, lean forward. Inhale, open up. Exhale, drop it down. Inhale, sit it down. Last 3. Extend. Fly it open. Drop it down. Get low. Last 2. Extend. Open. Close. Get low. Extend. Good. From here, we're opening that right arm up and lowering. From here, you're going to sweep your right arm long, You're going to sweep your right arm back. One more. Inhale, sweep your right arm long. Exhale, sweep it back, hold. Keep your elbow high. You're going to tap the left foot in as you curl that dumbbell towards your right shoulder. Tap it out. Hold, legs still. Inhale, let arm goes long. Exhale, sweep it back. Inhale, bend the arm, tap the left foot in. Exhale, extend the arm, tap the left foot out. Inhale, sweep it long. Exhale, sweep it back. Inhale, bend, tap it in. Exhale, extend, tap it out. Last 4 here. Moving slow and controlled. If you need to tap that right butt cheek out, you go ahead. I need to reset. Keep moving here. In that tippy bird lunge, pull the belly and hinge forward. Inhale, we sweep. Exhale, we bring it back. Inhale, we tap it in. Exhale, we step it out. Last 2, inhale. Exhale. Shh. Inhale. Exhale. Last 1. Inhale. Exhale, we keep it back. Shoulder blades backing down, belly pulling in, soft bend through right leg. We tap it in. We tap it out. We tap it in. We tap it out. Weight is heavy into that foot on the block. You're keeping your spine hinging forward. Your right glute is burning. 6. Shh. 5. Good. 4. 3. 2. 1. We tap it out. Whew. We get low. Find that 90-90. Little pulses here with that back knee. Arm is long and strong for 6. For 5. For 4. 3. 2. 1. Hold. Bring that dumbbell into your hand. Last little bit here. I'm shaking. Oh my gosh. Okay. Pull the belly and hinge forward. From here, can we float that left leg up? Arabesque. Can we tap it down? Get low into a split squat. Good. Lean that chest forward. Float that back leg. Release the back toes. Bend into both knees. Curl it in. 1 more. Lean forward. Float left leg. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo. Give that right thumb a nice big smack. Wow. Well done, guys. That was spicy. Let's take it into some upper body. So just drop the block to the side for now. Standing at the top of the mat. Take an inhale, circle those arms to the sky. As you exhale, tuck your chin into your chest, scoop through your belly, diving all the way down into a forward fold. Hanging nice and heavy here. Reset for 3, for 2, and 1. When you're ready, come down into a 4-point kneeling. Okay, we are going to have the block in the left hand. We're going to have the dumbbell in the right hand. Your right leg is going to go long, and you're going to float that right leg up. Good, that right leg, that booty is already pretty fired up, so this should feel quite spicy and heavy through the glute. Keep the leg long and extended, like you feel length and lift. From here, you're going to wrap the elbows in, dive your chest forward. Exhale, push up. We go again. Inhale, wrap the elbows in, dive forward. Exhale, push up. So we don't want the elbows coming out here. We want them to slide close towards the rib cage. Okay, let's go for another 2, and then we add on. Triceps are working hard here. Can you keep that right hip in line with that left hip as you come down and push up? Good, adding on. You're going to inhale, dive forward. You're going to exhale, push up. Can you keep that right leg lifted as you rotate that left shin out to the side? Open up your hips, reach your right arm overhead. Inhale, exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen out. Rotate the collarbones, the knee back through center, and dive forward. Push it all the way back up. Keep that leg lifted and strong. Open up. Inhale, exhale, elbow to knee crunch. Inhale, lengthen, rotate down, dive. Exhale, push up. Inhale, open, lengthen. Exhale, crunch it in. Inhale, rotate down and dive. Exhale, push up. Inhale, lengthen. Last 5. Good. Finding your flow here. Think of your spine like a seesaw. So as that chest comes forward, that back leg comes with you. The chest comes up, the leg comes with you. Ooh, a little crack through my leg. Last two. Good. We're going to hold it in those side crunches. Last one here. Open up, lower down, hold. Reset if you need to. We're going to come to some pulses here in those tricep dips. Float the right leg. Dive forward. Can you pick up the left shin? Hold. Can you come up halfway and lower? Up halfway and lower. Let's go for 6, 5. Leg is long and strong. Booty is on for 4, 3, 2, 1. Push up. Rotate. Open. Send that right arm long. Float that left leg. Inhale. Exhale. Crunch. Inhale. Lengthen. Exhale. Crunch. So on the inhale, you're finding length through that side body. And on the exhale, you're closing the gap between that right rib, right hip. Let's go for another 3 here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Hold. You're going to keep that leg long. From here, make sure you're not collapsing into left shoulder. Lift out of the left shoulder, strong through that left arm. You're going to bend into that top arm. Weight comes behind head. Feel the tricep. Exhale, push up. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Shh. Inhale. Exhale, hold. Drop your right foot down to the floor. Press into the left hand. Use your underneath obliques to pick your left knee up. Drop the left knee down, float the right leg, give me that tricep kickback. Extend, drop the right foot down, use those left obliques, pull the left knee into the chest. Good, float that right leg, bend, extend. Option to add on, float the left knee into the chest, stay, or extend the leg. Bend it back in, drop it down, float opposite leg. Good, last 3, exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Good, inhale, bend. Exhale, extend. Inhale, drop the foot down. Exhale, crunch it in with the leg. Inhale, lengthen leg away. Exhale, bend it in. Inhale, drop. Exhale, lift. Last one, inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, hold that left knee in if you can, little pulses with the knee up, or keep the leg lifted, little pulses with the leg up for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my God, come back through center, sit back into a child's pose. Well done, everyone. That was spicy. Okay, we are coming onto our backs. We have second round of supine abs before we repeat everything on the other side. So we will bring that dumbbell to the left hip. So it is there, ready to go. This time, legs are going to be long to the sky, laying on your back, arms along, legs along. Come into that thin part of the block, take an inhale. Exhale, pick up your head, shoulders and chest, pass the block into between your ankles. Inhale, lower your head all the way down, send the legs down. Exhale, use your core, pick the block back up. Inhale, grab a hold of the block. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, send your arms and legs away. Exhale, bring it back through center. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, lift. Inhale, drop the head, lower the legs. Exhale, pick up the legs. Good. Inhale. Exhale, reach for the block. Inhale, send arms and legs away. Go as far as you can without the lower back overarching away from the mat. The further away you go with the floor with the hands and the ankles, the harder it will be. Exhale, pass the block. Inhale, lower down. This time, can you keep your shoulders and head lifted as you send the limbs away? Good. Head and shoulders maybe stay lifted. Inhale. Exhale, pass. Shh. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, pick it up. Pass. Shh. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, pick it up. Pass. Good. Last 5. Shh. Good. Last 4. Shh. We're here for 3. Last 2. Shh. Good. Last one. We're going to land with that block in our hands. We're going to find little pulses up and up, reaching that block past those toes, pulsing from those ribs. Think about that bra strap reaching up past your feet for 5, for 4. Keep that gap between the chin and the chest for 2. 1, hold, isometric hold. Can we start to send the legs long away from us, holding that rib tip connection? Can we reach the arms overhead? Isometric hold, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my gosh. Hug those knees in. Second round of supine abs done. Well done. Let's move on. Block is now coming underneath that left foot for that single leg bridge work. From here, dumbbell into that left hand, right foot down to the side. Take an inhale, exhale, lift those hips up, reach that left arm to the sky. Inhale, tap the elbow down. Exhale, we come up and hold. Keep pressing all the way down into the left heel, lifting from the left butt cheek. From here, you're going to float the right leg to tabletop. It's going to stay there. Inhale, tap the bum down, drop the elbow. Exhale, press it up, squeeze left butt cheek, go high with those hips. Inhale, tap. Exhale, lift. Good, you've got another 3 here. Keeping those hips in line with each other as we move through space. Last 2. Adding on. Exhale, come up, hold. Inhale, send that right leg long. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale, reset. Exhale, come up. Hold that tension through the right glute. Send that left glute. Send the leg out and in. Reset. Exhale, pick it up. Inhale, lengthen away. Exhale, pull in. Inhale, reset. Can we add in that lateral lower of that left arm? Send the leg away, open the arm, pull it in, reset. Core's working even harder now to keep your torso as balanced and level as possible as those limbs go away. Last 4. Inhale, exhale, inhale, drop. Exhale, lift. Last 3. Inhale, exhale, inhale, drop. Last 2. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, drop. Last one, we're holding it up. Press into the block, lift from the left butt cheek. Inhale, we lengthen away and open. Exhale, pull in. Good. Let's go for 6. Can you lift those hips higher for 5? Use that left booty for 4. For 3, 2, 1. Hold it in. Send the right leg to the sky. Little pulses up and up. Imagine you're trying to tap something on the ceiling with those right toes for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Isometric hold. Lift, touch the ceiling for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oof. Give that left leg a nice big shake. Okay, let's come into our standing lunge series. Block is coming with you. Dumbbell is coming with you. Long waist block on the mat at the top of the mat. Left foot is coming onto the block. Right hand is coming to right hip. Left arm is long down by your side. Take a nice big step back with the right foot. Elevate the right heel. Make sure you're in line with the pelvis and the shoulders. Inhale, drop into the back knee. Keep the pelvis tucked, keep the ribs in. Exhale, stand up. Inhale, sliding that back down an imaginary wall. Exhale, stand up. Trying to create that 90-degree angle through those legs. Let's add in that frontal raise. Inhale, lifting the left arm up. Exhale, lowering down. Imagine you're sliding that back, up and down, an imaginary wall. You have another 4, then we add on. Beautiful. Inhale, drop. Exhale, lift. Last 2. Gorgeous. Adding on. Inhale, drop. Hold. Extend your back leg. Drop your left hand down in line with the shoulder. Pull the belly and hinge forward. Transfer more weight into that block. Inhale, drop the back knee. Restack the spine. Reach your arm forward. Exhale, hinging. Inhale, bending and stacking. Exhale, hinging. Inhale, bending and stacking. So as we add in that hip hinge, you should feel that back of the left thigh more. Feel the hamstring work harder. Hold it here. Core is tight. Open that left arm to the side. Drop it down. Inhale, get low, 90-90. Exhale, hinge, lean forward. Inhale, open left arm. Exhale, drop.
Inhale, get low, 90-90. Good, another 5. Keeping that front leg bent the whole time. Good, last 4. So keep the front leg bent, just straighten your back leg, lean forward, forward, forward. Gaze to the top of the mat. Good, last 2. Inhale, sit. Exhale, extend, hinge. Inhale, open it up. Exhale, drop it down. Inhale, sit low. Good, holding it forward now. Find more length through the spine, shoulder blades back and down, back heel elevated, hips are level. From here, press your left foot into the block. My left glute is burning, guys. Inhale, sweep that left arm long. Exhale, sweep it back, lift through the tricep. Good, one more. Inhale, sweep it back. Exhale, sweep it forward, sweep it back. Hold. From here, transfer all your weight into that left foot as you tap your right toe next to the block. Curl your left hand to your left shoulder. You're still hinging forward. Step it back. Keep the back leg long. Inhale, sweep the left arm forward. Exhale, sweep it back. Elbow stays high. Inhale, tap it in, curl through the arm. Exhale, step it out. Inhale, sweep it forward. Exhale, sweep it back. Inhale, tap it in. Exhale, tap it out. Last 3. Inhale, sweep forward. Exhale, sweep it back. Inhale, tap it in. Exhale, tap it out. Last 2. Inhale, sweep it forward. Exhale, sweep it back. Inhale, tap it in. Exhale, tap it out. Last one with that arm sweep. Long. Bring it back. Reset if you have to. Let's go for those final step in and outs. In. Out. It's in. It's out. Good. Spine is long. Hips are pulling back. Left leg is staying bent and stable. Good. 6. Shh. 5. Shh. 4. Woo. 3. Good. 2. Hold it. Back in 1. Let's go. From here, bend into that back knee. Come down into your 90-90 lunge. Tuck the pelvis, hips are stacked, left knee in line with left ankle. Little pulses here for 6. Slow motion for 5. I'm shaking. Last 4. 3, 2, 1. Hold. Bring the dumbbell into the chest. Oh, straighten through both legs for a moment. And then bend into your front leg. Spine stays long as you hinge forward. Start to float your back leg into your arabesque. Inhale, land the back toes, curl the weight in, split squat. 3 more. Hinging forward and float. Tuck the back toes, still hinging forward, get low. Last 2. Oh my God. This is it. Last 1. Get low. We're holding that arabesque. Start to lean forward, forward, forward. Float that right leg. Hold. 6, 5. More length through spine for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Give your thumb a nice big smack. Okay. Finishing off with that upper body flow. Block will come to the right side this time. Dumbbell will come to the left. Stepping in between. Take an inhale, circle those arms to the sky. Exhale, chin to chest, diving forward. Going all the way down. Good. Hands come to the floor. Step back onto your knees. Good. Left hand is coming onto the block. Sorry, left hand is coming onto the dumbbell. Right hand is coming onto the block. This time, that left leg goes back nice and long. Find length through the leg, find lift through the booty. Inhale, wrap the elbows in, dive forward. Exhale, push up. Inhale, belly button to spine, dive forward. Exhale, push up. Adding on. Inhale, dive forward. Exhale, push up. Keep the leg long and strong as you rotate the right shin out. Open up the left hip. Send the left arm long. Find length through the left side body. Inhale. Exhale, crunch it in. Inhale. Drop the hand. Reset the shin and dive forward. Exhale, push up. Inhale, open. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, lower all the way down. Good. Exhale, push up. Inhale, lengthen, open. Exhale, shorten the gap, close. Inhale, dive forward. Last 3. Good. Can we keep lifting that bottom shin away from the mat as we dive forward? Load more weight into the triceps. Exhale, push up. Last 2. Good. Last 1. Come back through center, reset. Send that left leg long. Wrap the elbows in. Dive the chest forward. Hold. Come up halfway and lower. Up halfway and lower. Leg is long, booty's on. 5. 4. You got it. 3. Good. 2. I'm burning with you. Woo. And 1. Push all the way up, coming into that side, supported side plank position. Good. Just those lengthening. Inhale. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crunch. Last 4. Shh. Last 3. Good. Last 2. Give me 1 more crunch. And hold. Left leg is long and strong. Left arm to the sky. Good. Push your hips forward, tuck the pelvis slightly. And then from here, inhale. Bend into the left elbow. Hand comes behind head. Exhale, reach it to the sky. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale, lift out of that right shoulder. Make sure you're not collapsing. Last 1. Exhale, reach, hold. Tuck those left toes under. Pick up the right knee, pull it into the chest. Release the right leg down. Float the left leg. Inhale, bend. Exhale, reach. Inhale, drop. Exhale, scoop, lift. Inhale, drop. Exhale, lift. Inhale, drop. Exhale, lift. Inhale, drop. Exhale, lift, hold. Maybe inhale, straighten through underneath leg. Exhale, bend it in. Inhale, drop it down. Exhale, lift. Last 3. Shh. Shh. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last 2. Triceps working. Shoulders working. Core underneath obliques. Working so hard. Last 1. Good. We hold it here. Keep pressing that left foot down. This is it. Pick up that underneath leg. Lift through the shoulder, lift through the underneath waistline. Pulse that knee in here. Send the leg along, pulse here for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my gosh. Come back through center. Sit back onto the heels. Move your props to the side. Roll through the wrists. Nice work. My whole body feels so good now. I hope yours does too. Take a few rolls of the shoulder blades back and down. And then we will meet in a puppy stretch. Knees in line with the hips. Send those arms forward. Melt the chest down. Oh, take a few rounds of breath here. Stay there for as long as you need. I encourage you to take any final stretches. And that's all for me. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys soon.